Welcome to Glowing Hour. Today we're talking about Coachella and some story times and festival depression. Or post-festival, I guess.
Post-festival depression.
Yeah, today we're drinking a hibiscus ginger lime mocktail with kombucha.
Getting our wellness on before Coachella, as you see.
That's refreshing.
Ooh, use this recipe to like chase.
Not chase or make a
or for the mocktail,
I guess. Do you think, okay, let's say you have some kombucha, if you have kombucha and then you drink tequila, does it still kill the probiotics before they do something? Know what I'm saying?
I think so. But
like how much time do you really need to process the probiotics? Like 2 minutes?
I don't think so. I think it kills it immediately, but
shit.
But also like I was gonna say Coachella. Kombucha already is like alcoholic, but if you add too much alcohol to it, then it dies. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But I don't know if like in your stomach it just does something to
right.
Either way, I don't think like having a tea is, kombucha has other benefits besides like probiotics. Like obviously it's made with like green teas and stuff, so like you'll get an energy boost, you get your B12 in there, like there's a bunch of other things.
Don't hit me with the B12. I got canker sores.
But also be careful, if you have canker sores, it means you're probably a little dehydrated, and so kombucha is also something that dehydrates you. So drink some water with that.
God dang it.
Because it's acidic,
Yeah, I will say. But I did have B12 last night, and the canker sores are kind of like
dissipating a little.
Healed over. Like there's a layer now.
Oh, they're not like white. They're like...
Well, they're probably still white, but they're
Have you ever used like the
gel?
No, like the stickers? They look like little pills and you put them on and then like it makes a film over it.
No.
Where are yours? Are they like in an annoying
top
spot?
lip and then right here on the bottom lip. They're annoying.
So,
but
a quick tip. I would get those. They're like little, I forgot what they're called, but just look up like canker sore
sticker.
Yeah. Put them on at night. Not in the daytime because it's hard to talk and like eat.
Yeah, it's like a sleeping thing.
It feels really nasty too, like once they start to like dissolve because it gets like kind of gummy.
Huh. All right, well.
But I would try those. Anyway.
Anyways.
Coachella's fun and all. I guess we're having a little story time on times that weren't so pleasant. Mm-hmm. The first time I ever went, I camped, and I'm a person who has asthma ever since I was very little. I knew it was gonna be dusty because it's the desert.
Yeah.
Day one, went in strong, feeling good. I did cover myself up with like a bandana, but it just like wasn't enough. And I think also just like being on the campgrounds, it's extra dusty. I don't know, man. I got just terrible asthma in the middle of the night to the point where I called my parents and I was like, hey, I don't want to leave, but can you bring me like my nebulizer? Where was I gonna plug it in? Also, I was such an idiot. I was very young and naive.
Find a McDonald's to plug it, or Starbucks.
Literally,
you sit there with a nebulizer.
It's all loud too.
I love that for you.
My parents were like, "You feel that awful? You should just call the ambulance, and then we'll come and like."
You said scary. Whoa.
And I was like, I don't want to leave.
You said no.
I was like, I paid money for my ticket.
I'm fine. Just kidding.
And I was like trying to make them feel better, but I was freaking the fuck out. And there were so many times that like I woke up Jen, that's who went with me, and I was like, I don't feel like I'm okay. Like I can't breathe. Like this is really scary.
Dude.
I went to, and also like the first day, like at the time I was such a like heavy weed smoker.
Girl,
and
that was not helping you.
I had brought joints and stuff.
You what's gonna help right now? Smoking a little schmeed.
Not that I thought that would help, but I was like, how worse can it get? Stupid, literally dumb as fuck.
I love that.
And I mean, the high felt nice, but like, I was so like gasping for fucking air at that point.
Should have brought edibles at that rate,
No, because you remember my other experience. Anyway, no winning. There's weed is
CBD,
not the vibe. Maybe I'll maybe
drops.
I'll bring. Oh,
yeah, drops.
Yeah.
So then
I want the vibe of like smoking at Coachella, but I can't have that.
You have asthma.
So it's not for me, huh? Yeah, that just like really made it 100 times worse.
In the middle of the night, you did that.
And then that was night 2, and I was like, I think I might like
leave Sunday.
Like I might just like I might not make it.
I mean, you only have one day left, girl.
I was freaking out. Yeah, and then I did rally.
You had to. There's no other choice. It was die or rally.
I had very short breath. Like
You're all singing.
But this time I wore masks like all day, all night, because I was just like, my lungs cannot take literally anymore. I mean, that was just like the horror of it. I literally felt like I was gonna pass out.
Do you feel like maybe you should do like a more serious mask situation? Like just to have when you feel like it's
Was that
really
bad this year? I can't remember.
No, I don't. No, like not. You weren't ever like I can't breathe or anything.
Right.
But I think you might just feel more comfortable if you have like a serious, like if it's
Real
really
mask.
dusty, you could just be like, I'm gonna wear this for a second.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe I'll bring a mask and see what works. I just hate that I have asthma. I think I'm gonna prep my lungs better this year.
How do you do that?
Like I'm gonna just do like steams.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we can do steams too while we're there.
I can bring my
Like
steamer.
every night, like, you know.
I can bring my steamer and you put essential oils.
Mm-hmm. I think we should do that. And then just like go heavy on the
The
mask.
inhaler.
The inhaler.
Did you bring it last year?
Yeah. I literally carry it all the time. It's like an anxiety thing for me.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. It's in my bag at all times. So if anybody knows me and you're feeling a little like you need
How many,
inhaler,
like-
I always got you.
How many like things do you get out of that?
I think it
Inhales.
comes to like almost 200 or 200.
So how do you know when you're like? Is there like a little level?
Uh-huh. It's not a little level. It literally counts down every time.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah. And when it's at 0, you still have like 20 more puffs. It's like
Not
that. It's like gas.
the
You have 20 more
I
miles.
still got like 20 more miles. Don't worry
My
about
inhaler
it.
has 20 more miles in it.
Dude, that's honestly crazy to think about.
I think the second year I really like went into it with like, you need to take care of yourself. We're not doing none of that.
Uh-huh.
If I'm doing drugs, it's not going to be that one because I can't do it, apparently.
No smoking, no lung related.
If I want to do that, maybe I'll just do it at the house.
Prior.
I don't know. If you have asthma or any like respiratory issue, please take care of yourself. It's really hard out there.
It's really rough.
It's really rough. Anyway, that was my little horror story. Not
Almost-
very funny or anything, but I just almost
funny,
died.
Mostly sad.
It was to me, like now looking back, it was just fucking hilarious how I called my parents and I was like,
the middle.
I'm
of the
low-key
night.
dying. I need you to just bring my thing that will help me for this moment, but I want to stay.
Were you also like panicking though?
Yeah, I
like,
was.
Yeah,
and then, of course,
might as well terrify the fuck out of them.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
anxiety was fucking up for sure. But like the fact that I thought that they would come and bring me a machine 2 hours away.
That's not that crazy.
I mean, it's not, but I was just like thinking like that they would come, leave it, and just be okay with me like
Dying.
the way that I was. Like that's so silly. They probably
Yeah.
were just like, you should just come home at that point.
Yeah.
So every time after that, when I told my mom that I wanted to go to Coachella again, she's just like, why? You were literally dying. Like, what is your problem? I'm like, I did it wrong. My
I just
bad.
didn't know what was going on inside.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely something to be prepared about. Maybe they got solar powered nebulizers if you're camping.
Dude. No, you just get like a little generator situation, or some of
yeah.
your cars can plug in things,
The
right?
port that get the car one, or they do have cars with the normal outlets.
Yeah.
Anywho's definitely talked about my toenail before in general on the podcast.
Like a quick rundown.
Like I've said many times, I got Doc Martens. I was like, yeah, I'll break them in for like 2 months. I was wearing them like 2 months straight. Like I was wearing them everywhere. Apparently did nothing for me. I did get heel socks to protect myself, which was great. I don't know if it attributed to the toe problem, like if it pushed my foot forward at all.
Yeah.
But my heels were very protected, so I don't really know. It was fine. First day, absolute rubbing. It was terrible. I had blisters when I got home. I changed into Converse. Logan's, I think. Yeah, Logan's Converse. I think I just like bandaged them, like regular band-aids, and put like maybe like cotton balls or something in my shoe.
What day did I switch shoes with you?
So it was the next day.
You tried it out again, huh?
So the next day I was like, you know what? Maybe I just did it wrong. Maybe I just need to put some gauze and band-aids on my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Saturday we were like hunting for blister band-aids. And I remember I went to Target the weekend before at home and I was like, maybe I should get blister band-aids. And like me and my mom were standing there like looking at them. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna need them.
Like,
Like,
I got these bitches in.
I got these heel socks. Like, we're chilling. And then we go to the fucking Target and all gone. So
Oh my god.
it was ransacked the first day aisle.
Yeah, it really was.
So
It was crazy. Lines were long too.
I did get the deal though where you get a little case when you buy 3 or more items. Because I needed gauze band-aids and fucking Neosporin or something. So I would not recommend putting anything moisturizing on your toes
Oh no.
because it just
It'll rub.
And also like the amount of gauze I put, my idea was that my feet wouldn't move anymore, but I just like I was like this in my shoe, like scrunching my toes so hard in my shoe because
you didn't want them to rub?
I didn't want them to rub. And then my feet were like permanently like scrunched for at least a week. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just ended up fucking myself over more.
So at first it was just blisters.
Yeah, first day it was just blisters. Second day it was like because I put gauze in my shoe.
And also because you were crunching your
and
toes.
I was scrunching my toes because you're walking so much that it does fucking hurt. And I want to say we'd been there maybe like 3 hours or something, like 2 hours. Like the sun started setting. We'd had a couple not beers, but like drinks. Yeah, the sun was setting, I remember specifically. And I just sat on the ground because one of our friends disappeared. And I was like, y'all, I don't have the patience for this right now.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have the patience for this right now. I just need to sit. So I sat on the ground and Mel was like still, I think, figuring out the situation. And she turned around and I'm just sitting on the floor. You were like, what is going on?
I was like, are you okay?
And I was like, my feet just really hurt. I was like, it's fine though. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Like you were trying to be like, I'm just going to sit though. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine. I'll just sit through all the sets. And I was like,
yeah, I was like, I'll just say it's fine. It's totally fine. I just can't move anymore. It's like, I just need one of those wheelbarrows for you guys to wheel me around. Hey, I wonder if we could have gone to like first aid and been like, get this girl a wheelchair. Do they have those? Like free?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's fucked up. But anyways, what was fucked up was my feet. So Mel graciously switched shoes with me. And somehow she only got a blister. Well, a couple blisters, but like
On my toes.
shocking.
My baby toes.
You did wear the socks though.
We did switch socks.
We switched the heel sock situation.
Probably nice for your feet too, because I feel like they were compressed. Not like a lot in those socks, but like you probably felt a little more like
the amount of gauze that came out of those goddamn shoes.
Dude.
I like just kept one in the Converse because I was like, you know what?
Hey, maybe that's the thing though. Like I did get blisters. They weren't that bad. But like maybe it's because your foot size is bigger than mine. So
like wear bigger shoes.
Wear bigger shoes. Dude, I don't want to give bad advice.
I know. I'm like, please don't do something crazy. Like test it out. Go on like a 6-mile walk in some shoes before you are certain they're gonna work for you. So that's what happened. And then I just wore the Converse the rest of the weekend. I think, yeah, like I don't know if I brought my own.
You did.
I did. I brought my
wore
busted ones.
You wore Logan's for one day.
And then the busted ones.
Then, yeah.
Okay. You know, as time went on, I was like, yeah, my feet are fucked. It's fine though. Like, we're chilling. Blisters will heal. You know, but my feet were numb. My feet were full-blown numb for a while. And I think Saturday night is when I realized how bad it was because I had to sleep with both my feet elevated high. And that's how, I just slept through,
Literally.
up. So I was like, yep, blood's not really flowing there, is it? I probably could have lost my feet if I really pushed it any further. Scary. Oh my God. Good thing I just lost a toenail. God. And I was already stressed about that. But, so I had no idea I was going to lose a toenail till maybe 3 weeks later.
Yeah, well, when we left Coachella, your toenail was purple.
It was light blue.
Light blue.
It was light blue, and I thought maybe it was the nail polish. Remember?
Oh, right.
And I did I cut my toenails super short because I was like, maybe my nail is also
hitting.
And they weren't even that long, but still I was like, maybe it's just causing
cut your toenails.
Yeah, cut your fucking toenails or something to the nub. And nasty. Anyways, I was just trying to do everything, and I was like, I don't know, my feet fucking they throb. And 2 weeks later, it was
starting to get
darker blue.
Dark blue.
And then it was purple, and then it was black. It was a black toenail. And I was like, fuck. I don't even know what I really did. I mean, my ass was still at the beach. And my feet were still numb months later.
Dude.
I kid you not, my toes were so numb for so long. But then I finally realized, yeah, this bitch is falling off. She's for sure gonesies.
Just waiting for it.
Yeah, and one day I just realized, she was lifting a little. I was like, oh.
The way that this makes my, skin crawl, thinking the thing, lifting.
And then once I realized that, there was no turning back. I was like, she needs to fucking come off right now. That's it. It's coming off now. No. So I pulled the nail off. It was easy. It wasn't this big dramatic painful thing. It just kind of came off. Tons of blood underneath, dried blood, which I'm like, how? I mean, I guess the nerves from the inside eventually or some shit. I don't know.
I don't really know the science there,
but I really did realize that it was a goner because before I pulled it off, there was kind of a hump. you know, at the base of my toenail.
Oh, like you were growing a new one.
Kind of, but like also like there was an irritation because it was like where the, what's it called? Your cuticle? Like right before the cuticle, like there was a little lump, like almost like plump, little plump. And I was like, what the fuck? Weird. Once I ripped it off, I realized there was like an inch of nail growth like underneath that. And I was like, fuck, I might have fucked up my toe because like it's already grown back, but it's grown back with like the pressure of another nail on top of it. And I was like, fuck. I could see like where the nerve damage was. Like when my nail started growing out, there was like a clear line of like where I had damaged the like, I guess cuticle / like, I don't know what the fuck, science, you know, whatever. I could see the damage. And it finally grew out and like now I have a toenail again.
It took a year.
It took pretty much a year to fully heal. I mean, a little less, like 10 months, but I was really scared it was going to grow back funny because, like, my dad has funny looking toenails because he's lost toenails, and I was like, I'm so scared. Like, his were, like, thick. Like, ew, sorry, Dad, love you, but nasty. So, I was nervous, but she came back.
She's fine.
I wouldn't say I have any, like, tips on growing back your toenail. It just did.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I protected it when it was, like, raw skin. Like, at home, I would let it, you know, breathe. I'm not doing anything. But, like, if I was going to the beach, it was summer. Hello. Going to the beach, I would, like, bandage it up as much as I could. I don't know. I feel like it was fine. It was, like, raw skin. It was, like, raw skin, but, like...
Oh, my God.
It was fine. It was so sensitive, that skin. Let me tell you.
You're like, ugh.
So
watch your toenails.
Be careful.
Wear the right shoes, dude. That's like literally it.
Yeah.
I know the fit's gonna be cuter with something else or whatever, but like, fuck it. Honestly, your feet. Just take it from the calf up.
Yeah, you don't need your shoes in the pic. It's, like, if I see people wearing... Oh my god, this drink. If I see people wearing, like, platform boots or something, I'm like, how? How are you doing that? Are you carrying the boots and wearing other shoes around? Like,
well, I feel like some platform shoes
are more comfy.
Platforms are more comfy in general because it's more like, I don't know if it's like buoyancy or not buoyancy, like, but just more coverage on like your foot. Yeah, but like it just depends on the actual form of the shoe. Like for dogs, they're like fucking rocks. So,
they're so stiff.
They're so stiff. It depends on like how soft things are or whatever.
Yeah, I will say the guy at the store when I bought them, he was like, oh, do you want to buy our like special like whatever cream putty shit? I don't know what it was. I was like, no, I'm good. He's probably like, you're a stupid bitch for that.
Bye.
Because I was like, he's trying to fucking upsell me. Oh, like, I know better.
She's been like, no, I'm gonna run them over.
No, I'll be running them over. Think so. So yeah, that was my horror story. Hope it doesn't happen to you. I think every foot is different, so it's trial and error. I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly still don't know what shoes I'm wearing this year. So if you have any advice, please let me know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
I feel like the only other horror story we really have is just like losing our friend. I guess intentionally losing, like not on our part intentionally losing a friend.
They left us.
But they left us on some funny stuff, and it's just like, do not split the group up. Just don't, and or like take somebody with you so that you know where they are. I don't know. There's no service. Our friend is not from the US, and it was just kind of impossible to get a hold of where she was. Thank God somehow we found them like much later. I don't even remember how it happened, quite honestly.
There was communication.
There was. She
like,
borrowed somebody's phone. That's how it went. And I think she texted Linny. Or
I don't know how that worked, but yeah,
she texted the group chat or something like that. I don't remember. But we found her.
Long story short, we did find her.
It's just,
and she didn't like want to leave the person she was with because they were like not well. Like they seemed to be tripping or like not doing well mentally, physically, emotionally.
Yeah,
we did leave them though.
Sorry. I think we made sure that they were with.
He got his phone back.
Yeah,
he did get his phone back, and we did make sure he texted like
his friends.
Who he was with.
Yeah,
we did not wait around those.
Sorry, buddy. But that's just.
I think she snuck him into VIP though, so good for him. Yeah.
Maybe that's our vibe this year.
So, sneaking into VIP.
Yeah, like figuring out.
It was not hard at all the last time.
Hopefully, it's not hard this year either. But
I'm telling you, Coachella. I don't want them to be, but they should be smart. They should get like actual scanning Because, like, you know, you walk in and scan. So why wouldn't they have those at the VIP section? Like, the VIP has a different scan, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Instead, they have security guards being like, oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. It's like, you, like, hold two wrists up together, you're holding hands. Like, you know, it's just silly.
all that aside, the post-festival depression is fucking real.
Yeah.
I think it happens with, like, any really, like, fun event that you go to. I feel like when you go and travel, you come back home.
Yeah, any anticipated event is like,
Yeah.
did it, now what?
I think it's just having, like, back to back to back, like, a different experience outside of regular life that feels, like, magical. I don't know, you're spending, like, time kind of, like, again, like, the no service thing is so cool, too, because, like, you're just within the moment, and you're with your friends, maybe you're on drugs, maybe you're drunk, maybe you're not. You're just enjoying the music. You're enjoying, like, back-to-back people that you would, like, listen to make your mood better.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like, at the very, like, heightened state. And then you go home and it's, like, it's all over. Now what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, you honestly just relive it over and over. Like, in your, especially if you're gonna post on Instagram, which is probably, like, 60% of people, if not more. You gotta go through the pictures to figure out which one are your faves and whatever. And, like, I will say last year we were like, oh, like, we want to post, but it was, like, so much to post by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, of day one. Maybe the goal is, like, posting on day 2, day 1, and, like, on day 3, day 2. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to do it that day. Maybe, like, the next morning. Because also it's, like, way less curated when you just do it the next day. You're like, I really like these ones. Go. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's a thought. But, yeah, I feel like you just relive it through whatever you do have. So if you didn't take any photos or videos, or I don't know, have text messages, or, like, reliving it in the group chat, like, oh my god, I can't believe we did that, or you know, or listening to the music again from the artist that you liked, you just kind of like, wow, it's over. Wow.
I mean, for me it's not that hard. My birthday's, like, really soon after that, but
I know, you literally 2 weeks later is your birthday, so it's like back to celebrating something fun.
that's why I always gotta make my birthdays fun for everybody,
because then
the
we're not depressed.
No, I'm just kidding, but it's just hard to come back to reality after that. I didn't feel like that bad this last year, but I remember the year before that, like, the first time I went, I not only, like, obviously had asthma and shit.
You survived death.
Literally. I went home and I was, like, feeling kind of ill, and, like, I would just lay down. I'm like,
Yeah,
now I have to fucking, like, be here with, like, my repercussions of
the
decision I made. And
there's also the come down in general.
Yeah, I
from
mean,
your body.
Yeah.
Physically being like, what the fuck?
On survival mode.
Like, what did I just do for 3 days straight?
That part too. And especially if you're, like, doing drugs and stuff, I would keep that in mind, is that the come down is awful. I think it makes it harder, to be honest. I don't necessarily, like, know for sure. Oh my god, I didn't talk about my horror story about being, I mean, it's not a horror story because it was fun, but my cousin's friend at the time, I don't know if they're friends anymore, she had, like, roofied, I don't want to say roofied because that's, like, the wrong word, but she had roofied the water that we were all drinking at the campsite with Molly.
Didn't tell anyone.
I didn't tell anybody until after we already drank our waters.
Like, she gave everyone a water bottle or something specifically?
How did it? I don't remember.
Because I said, don't be mollying all the water.
I think it's like we were taking shots, and, like, they're like, make sure you were hydrated or whatever.
These sluts.
And then, yeah, we all drank
Sorry,
fucking not roofied water, but Molly water.
Yeah.
Literally Molly water. She was making Molly water, and when she told us that, I was like, fuck. Like, at that point, I had never taken Molly before. And I was like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Also, my cousin's boyfriend, like, drank so much water. And I think also took Molly, like, the actual thing.
What?
We lost him completely for, like,
he lost
hours.
himself, babe.
No, literally, he lost himself. He would call my cousin, which also, I don't know, maybe it was, like, a different time because, like, there's not that much people there before. But he would call my cousin and be like, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. Oh. And he's like, and then my cousin's like, just go to the Ferris wheel. Like, I'll go get you. And he's just like, okay. And she's like, he's like talking to people. She's like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, I'm telling you to go. He's like, I don't know where I am.
He's probably tripping the fuck out. These people are like
out, but she was pissed. She's like, why are you leaving anyways? Like, I don't know. But that was fucked up. But I remember me and Jen, we were just like, we were at the bathroom, and, like, in the bathroom, there's, like, red and like blue lights that I don't know if you've noticed that.
No.
But in the bathrooms that are like in the middle of the entire like field, there's like red and blue lights in the bathrooms. And I remember just looking down, it looked like 3D looking to me. And I was just like, this is so pretty. And I was just feeling so nice and so good. So
What day was that though?
I think that was like the first day or the second day.
And you felt fine the rest of the days?
I don't know how. I think it's because it wasn't a lot. It was like very minimal, you know?
How was the boyfriend? Yeah.
Not well.
Yeah,
Not well.
I wouldn't have suspected so.
Dude, I remember also that like Logan at one of the years that obviously I didn't go. We were living in Seattle and she was working the event, but she called me. She was like, am I gonna be okay? I just like took a sip from my friend's smoothie. I don't think there's Molly in the smoothie, but like, you know, she had just like drank Molly water and then put her lips on the smoothie straw.
Say,
and
girl,
I was like, you're gonna be fine. And even if you did take Molly, you're gonna be okay. Like, you're gonna be fine. It's not enough to like make you feel crazy. Like, you're just gonna have a good time. She's like, I don't want to have a good time like that. And I was like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not there. Don't be drinking out of people's smoothies or other people's drinks. Like,
someone's
what are you doing?
Dude, yeah, don't be sharing people's beverages apparently. Yeah, I mean, that'll really take the depression up a notch. It's like not only reality of life, but like reality of your brain comes back. You're like, oh,
Coming
these are the
down.
thoughts we have on a regular basis. Got it. Okay. And like, it's just literal reality sets in. You're like, I can't just live carefree for 3 days and be like, we're gonna go listen to music today.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, we're gonna have that again. Why do we put ourselves through this?
Because then you're like, next year is gonna be fun again. It's kind of a nice thing to come back to every year, you know?
Damn.
Like, it's like a staple in your life. That's like, it's a stable feeling.
One day are we gonna be like,
Over it?
yeah,
Probably grow out of festivals.
not even that,
Or
but
like go
just,
to
like,
another one.
not even just like, not like too old for it or anything, or just like, it's just like it probably will feel like repetitive. Like even after this year, maybe you'll be like, all right, 3 years in a row, maybe let's try something different.
Maybe. We'll see. But I think overall, just like going to festivals, I don't think would get old for me personally.
There's fucking children there, you know. Clearly, there's an appeal.
Oh yeah, Coachella's a family event.
It's literally,
by the way,
5 and under's free or something.
Mm-hmm. Make me a 5-year-old, man.
So peculiar.
Walk in like a 5-year-old next time. Put me in a stroller.
Dude, I think they'd be like, she's a little tall. Like, no, she's 5, I promise.
5.
This is her birth certificate. I'm 12. Benchwarmers. If you're here when Coachella already happened and you're a little bit sad or a little bit like, oh, this is reality, leave a comment. Maybe we could sulk together.
Sulk together in this feeling.
But hopefully you're feeling really positive about the experience overall and you didn't have any horror stories, because
I mean, it's also kind of fun to have a horror story though, because then
That's
you're like,
silly.
you have something to talk about.
yeah, like when I lost my toenail, it wasn't that bad. And when Mal almost died, it wasn't that bad.
I'm sure we'll do a Coachella recap of what happened this year. Hopefully nothing crazy. Nobody dies. Nobody...
Just like really good things.
yeah, some good stuff. Mm-hmm. Just good stuff. Good.
Idris Elba recap. That's what it's going to be called.
That's what it's called. Fuck the Coachella recap.
Idris Elba recap. As always, follow us on Instagram and give us a rating on whatever platform you're listening to. And we hope to see you guys next week. And yeah, maybe we'll see you at Coachella.
If you're there and you see us,
Say hi.
say hi.
Yeah.
We'll be there. Weekend one also.
Yes, we're going to
Alrighty. We'll see you next time.